Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good evening, teacher.
Okay, good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Oh, wow, that was great. Have you already eat your dinner?
No.
Oh, so you are not hungry? You're not hungry?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, how are you with your study? How are you in the school? Do you have many homeworks? How are you in the school? Do you have many homeworks? Hello, can you hear me?
No.
No. Okay. So,
Yes, I spent the summer at school.
oh, so you spend your summer?
Yes.
Yes. So where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, sorry.
I do now.
Ah, okay. So if you have a summer vacation, what place do you like? What place do you like to go if there is a summer vacation? Which place do you like? Do you like to go in the beach? Do you like to go in the mall? In the playground? Or where do you like?
At the beach.
You like beach. Okay, so sorry, last night I was absent. Why? Because we don't have any internet. Because there is something happened with our internet. Okay, so that is why now we will proceed to our new lesson. So please listen carefully. Last meeting, we discussed about the adventure and that is a listening, right? Okay, again, so let me ask a question. I know you write your last meeting, right? You have your notebook. So now let me ask, what are the vocabularies that you remember about last meeting? About the adventure of listening. What have you remember on it? Can you give me at least 3 vocabulary?
At athletic,
What? I cannot hear you clearly. What vocabulary that you remember?
remote,
Mm-hmm.
impressive,
Mm-hmm.
spectacular,
Mm-hmm.
risky,
Spectacular.
thrilling, brave, terrifying, brilliant,
Okay, very
surrounding,
okay.
fit, unfit, adventure, hang gliding, objective, equipment, cliff, uh, en- encourage, encourage,
Mm-hmm.
base jumping, wingsuit flying, skydiving,
Okay, so
athletic,
yes, so let me ask a question. Have you tried to take a plane? Have you tried to have a flight with a plane? Have you tried it? Have you tried in a plane?
ooh,
Yes, have you tried it in a plane? Have you tried? Can you hear me?
yes,
Yes. So what should you do if you are in the airplane? When you are riding in an airplane, what should you do? Okay, so last meeting we discussed about what is that? Okay, we have our flight attendant, we have our travel agent, right? So contact, we have also the destination, the departure, the sympathetic, the apologize, and we have what? That is our kind of vocabulary. So now next time I will um share my screen to you to have our new lesson. Okay, this is like reading. Okay, can you see it? This is a reading. So I will share my screen to you. So can you see it? So please get your notebook and your ball pen. Okay, lost at sea. Okay, so this is a survival story. Okay, so now please get your notebook. Okay, so this is task 1. Look at the photos. What do you think the text is about? Okay, as you can see here in the photos. So let me check. Okay, look at the photos. What can you see in the photos? What do you think the text is about? Choose from headlines A, B, and C. So in letter A, we have tourist fishing trip disaster. Letter B, how to protect sea creatures. Letter C, fish rescues sailors. So now you can choose your answer here. Okay, go. Just look at the picture properly so that you can choose the correct answer. Go. Hello. Please read the task 1 so that you can answer. And look at the picture properly. Okay, what is your answer? A, B, or C? Look at the picture. Go. Look at the photos. What do you think the text is about? Choose from headlines A, B, and C. Okay, you can choose your answer. Go, what is your answer?
A.
So your answer is letter A. Okay, can you please read this? A dream holiday turned into a nightmare. Can you please read that?
Uh,
Yes, can you see the words? Or it is too small for you?
yes,
It is very small?
yes.
Okay, okay. So let me read. Okay, so this time all you have to do is to listen and so that you can answer my question. Okay, please listen carefully. Get your notebook and write the important words. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is a story. A dream holiday turned into a nightmare for an American brother and sister called Dan and Kate Susky. They were enjoying a fishing trip in the Caribbean near the stunning island of St. Lucia when their boat sank, leaving them and their captain to fight for their lives. So what happened? What happened to the brother and sister called Dan and Kate? What happened? They have the boat sank, right? Please don't forget that. The fishing trip began well enough. The weather wasn't brilliant, but Dan wasn't complaining. He had a hog fish on his line. He was trying to pull it on the boat, and Kate was helping him. But then the captain realized Then the captain realized there was a problem. Water was coming into the cabin and the boat was sinking fast. So the captain used his radio to send a message for help. Then he shouted to the Sasuke, "Jump out, jump out." They were about 15 kilometers from land. Okay, the captain told two Saskis to wait with him in the water. Help was coming. The weather was now awful, but they were wearing life jackets. After an hour, the captain and the Saskis lost each other, and there was no sign of rescue. They were both thinking the same terrifying thought: sharks. A plane and helicopter appeared in the sky, but nobody saw Dan and Kate in the water. Hours passed and night came. The Suskies swam for 14 hours. Then in the moonlight, they saw some cliffs, I mean. They were only a few meters from land. The waves were breaking against sharp rocks. It was dangerous. The Kate and Dan swam past the cliffs. By now, they were exhausted. Eventually, they reached a sandy beach. Then they started to look for a town or village. On the way, they pick and eat green bananas. Dan said later that it was the worst and best food of his life. After 3 hours, they met a young farm worker. He also gave them some tragic news. The captain was lost at sea. Dan and Kate Sasky spent a few days in hospital. Their story appeared in news programs around the world, and there was one final piece of astonishing news. The captain also survived. A rescue boat found him after 20 hours in the water. So what happened of them? What happened to the Kate and Dan? And also the captain? What have you understand when I read those words? What happened? So what do you think? What is your answer? A, B, or C? What do you think? What is your answer? Did you
C.
hear something? Okay, fish rescue sellers. Are you sure? So the story is all about Kate, Dan, and the captain, right? Where are they? They are in the Caribbean near the stunning island of Saint Lucia. So what happened to their boat? The boat was sunk, right? And then their captain to fight for their lives, leaving them and their captain to fight for their lives. So meaning they will fight even if the boat was sunk already. So if this is like this, the boat will sink. So what will happen to you? You will swim, right? You will use the life jackets so that you will survive also, right? So that is why Captain said, jump out, jump out. So that's okay. So a plane and a helicopter appeared in the sky, but nobody saw. Why? Why there is nobody saw Dan and Kate? Because they are in the water. And then when you see in the plane is very high and the helicopter, right? Maybe they can see if they use a telescope also. So what happened? Hours passed and night came. So they will swam for 14 hours, right? And then after the 14 hours, what will happen to them? They reach already the sandy beach, right? So they are survived. So after that, they are living in a few days in the hospital, right? And then they have a final piece astonishing. That what's the news? The news is the captain was alive, found after 23 hours in the water. Right? He is very, very strong. Okay, so now let's move on to our vocabulary. Okay, so please write your vocabulary words. Okay, write your vocabulary words in the notebook. Okay, please write the vocabulary words in your notebook. Hello, please get your notebook and ball pen or get to your notebook and pencil. Okay, first we have, what word is this? Number 1.
Stunning
Yes, stunning. So what do you mean by stunning?
is extremely attractive or
Extremely,
extre-
extremely,
extremely
extremely attractive.
extremely attractive
Extremely attractive or impressive. Again, impressive. Okay, so go next. What is the second vocabulary?
tragic
Yes, very good. That's tragic. What do you mean by tragic?
is making you feel very sad, usually because uh, somebody has died or suffered or
So that's making you feel very sad, usually because somebody has died or suffered a lot. So that's the tragic. That is the most astonishing happened. Okay, next.
awful.
So what do you mean by awful?
It's very bad or unpleasant.
Yes, that is very bad or that is unpleasant. So that's awful. Okay, next.
Astonishing.
Astonishing.
Astonishing. It's very surprising, difficult to
Very surprising.
believe.
Surprising.
Very surprising, difficult to believe. Captain is person in charge of ship or commercial
Commercial. Commercial
commercial
aircraft.
commercial aircraft appear to start to be seen.
To
Survive,
start to be seen.
survive, to serve,
To
or survive
continue.
to
Again,
continue,
survive.
survive to continue to live or assist,
Next.
rescue. Rescue is to save somebody something
To
from a
save.
dangerous.
Again, one more. To save.
To save somebody something
Somebody.
from
Again, somebody.
somebody something from a dangerous or harmful situation. Life jacket is a jacket with no arms that can be filled with air. Designed to help you float.
Design. Again, design.
Design to help you float if you fall in water.
Okay, we have vocabulary. We have Okay, please write this in your notebook. Write the stunning, tragic, awful, astonishing, captain, appear, survive, rescue, and life jacket. This vocabulary is in our reading today. So that's the what? Survival story. So that's if there is a survival story, we can say that it is a tragic. Okay? That is suffered a lot. Okay, next, let's continue. So learn this. Let's have extreme adjectives. Can you please read it? Go, please read.
Some adjectives are extreme.
Extreme. Some adjectives are extreme. Equivalence.
Equivalence of similar
Simpler.
adjective. Simpler adjective that shows fantastic, disgusting,
Disgusting.
disgusting, very unpleasant.
Okay, go. Read letter B.
Very common. Adjectives often have more than one
Adjectives. Again, adjectives.
Adjectives often have more than one extreme.
Equivalent.
Equivalent. Enormous, massive, gigantic,
Gigantic. Gigantic.
gigantic, immersive,
Giant.
giant, immense, very big.
Very big. Okay, that's very good. So now, let's move on. Complete to learn this box with the adjectives below. Okay, go. Okay, so we have in the box, we have small, good, hungry, and dirty, right? So some adjectives are extreme equivalents of simpler adjectives. Okay, for example, we have delicious, so very tasty. Disgusting, very unpleasant. So it's your turn to answer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go. Thank you, Dad. Okay, go. Please answer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Choose your answer in the box. Please understand the word before you answer, okay? Because that is very simple. Just think about delicious. So that's very tasty. Disgusting. That is very unpleasant, right? So please think first before you answer because that word is very simple. Small, good, hungry, and dirty. Okay? Go choose your answer correctly. So what is your answer number 1? What is your answer? Fantastic. Okay, let's check. Wow, very good. You get a perfect score. Okay, so let's move on to letter B. Very common adjectives often have more than one extreme equivalent. Enormous, massive, gigantic, giant, immense, and very big. So now it's your turn to shine. Please answer task 3. Match the extreme adjectives highlighted in the text with the simpler adjectives below. Sa ba apod ana? Uy. Please answer 1 to 8. Proceed answer number 6. Make it fast because it is already time for 40 minutes. Let's check first. So that's the correct answer, right? Look at. So first, very bad. Please check your answer. Very bad, we have awful. Very good, we have brilliant. Very beautiful, we have stunning. Very big hug. Very surprising, we have astonishing. Very sad, we have tragic. Very frightening, we have terrifying. Very tired, we have exhausted. Okay, please write that in your notebook so that you have a guide.